here, you can see you can define some of the little waves. You can dab it into this particular color that we mixed, which is the flesh tint and the little bit of the gray and the white. So take that and just dab, so you're making it a fine point. This is a flat edge brush. And so you just have the white already outlining where the waves are. You're going to take it underneath and just sort of trace underneath it. Lay it on its side and pull. That's how you blend it in. You already have the gray underneath, so what you're going to do is just define the waves in certain areas. Just takes practice. Of course, I'm always practicing, so the more you practice, the more you like the results. Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing, is just creating the little waves wherever you want them. And you can go ahead and take it as far as you want up to this edge here, because of course you want to have that transition in between. The further the waves, the closer they are together, and the closer they become, there's more of a gap in between. So put a little bit here. And just like you're drawing little lines, that's how I created this particular area. And of course the contrasts here. You have the horizon, the light blue, and a little bit darker blue in the edges. The distance going to create the darker parts as you're getting closer and deeper. Then you have a little bit of transition here. And that's where I created a little bit of the gray and some of the light pinks. But this is where all the waves are going to be crashing. So that's why I created different shades. So this way you can tell and define a little bit more depth in your painting, so it looks more dimensional. And just follow along where you have the white, sort of tracing it underneath, create some dark contrast of the shadows, like so. Just continue to work on that. And then of course, what I've done on where the pillars are in the waves, I've actually taken a little bit of the white and just create where the top of the water is around the pillars, like so. So there's a little bit of transition. You can see a little bit of the darkness here. I'm going to show you how I did that. But on the waves, next to the pillars, all you have to do is just define them a little bit more around the pillars, like so. Just dab a little bit of white and follow it along where you want the height to be, like so, and keeping it to perspective, so you're looking at from a distance, like so, and dab it around. You can do it this way too, a very fine line. And as you get closer, of course, it just makes it seem like it's deeper in this area. Add a little bit more white, and let's just dab it across, like so. Okay. And when I've done these little specks here, I know it's messy, but you can actually take it with your nail after you put some white. Of course, not a lot of white, and then you just flick it, and that's how you get a little bit of that. And it's not easy to do, but when you do it, you have to have the paint a little thinner. But the way I've got around it is I took a little sponge and just dabbed it into the white. Take the excess so you don't have a lot of it. And that's what I created, these little spots here. So you can do the same thing. Just dab it wherever you want the little specks of the foam hitting the pillars and crashing into them. Just lightly, don't press too hard. Okay, and just follow that along. What I want to do though, I want to define the pillars a little bit lower, and then of course you want to distort the pillars underneath the water. And then once you get that done, of course it has to dry a little bit, then you can come back and do the crashing waves in the front of it, in this part of it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pause here, take a little break, and then we'll continue once it sets a little bit longer. Thank you.